What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and we're hearing that economic turmoil is on the horizon. We thought we were going to be leaving this pandemic, but a new wave is hitting, and also there's new economic issues coming, and we're hearing stimulus checks. They might be needed, and very badly, and very soon. I'm going to get you caught up on the latest. This is your breaking news stimulus check update and stimulus package update. And take a look at the headlines coming out. It's getting real. We're not going to see $2 or $3 gas even in the near future. Analysts are now saying, as they're saying, these high gas prices, if you were looking for some sort of relief at the pump, get used to the new norm. Prices are not coming down. And we heard this from the White House. Take a look at this, you guys. Gas prices reach another record high at $4.60 a gallon after Biden claimed U.S. is going through an incredible transition. This is here to stay, we're hearing, and they're saying that don't expect prices to come down. The government is trying to figure out a way to help out people at this time. Could checks be on the way? Federal gas relief tax removed? We will see, but at the pump. And the White House now plans to tap into emergency diesel reserves to try to help out as well. Take a look at these bullet points. Multiple states, including California, New York, and Washington, have set records today. The new national average of gas cost is roughly 51% higher than it was last year. President Joe Biden discusses what he has been able to do to keep it from getting worse. During a press conference in Japan on Monday, his administration has emphasized a shift toward clean energy as a way to reduce the global dependence on Russia and their oil and gas. Gas prices are above $4 per gallon on average in every single state in the United States, and Energy Secretary Granholm said that it is likely going to be that way throughout the rest of this year, and we will see how long this is going to be going on, but they're saying there needs to be some sort of assistance because the prices are up and they're not coming down. Now, in addition to that, we're hearing states are trying to take the initiative to get things done. But take a look at these headlines. Why gas prices are rising. $400 rebates are stalled. And that is in California, one of the first states that led the charge on gas state stimulus checks. And we're hearing they're not going through right now, and it might be a while before they do. So heads are turning towards the federal government to see how is Congress and the Biden administration going to be responding to help out people at this time. Now, also, we're hearing that Biden's approval ratings are plummeting. People are not happy with the way the Biden administration has been responding to all of this. But if you missed my video earlier, you might want to check it out. Take a look at these headlines coming out. Representative Hakeem Jeffries says he's very confident Democrats are going to be retaining the majority in the midterm elections. Victory. They're going to win. And if you miss it, you're going to want to check it out. I've got the video footage. As he says, it is because they're going to be taking decisive action, passing legislation and executive orders here very soon before the midterm elections, and people are going to get on board and see as clear as day Democrats need to stay in power. Now, that's after seeing headlines like this coming out. Most Americans say that things are going badly under a distracted and incompetent President Joe Biden. So, what is it that he knows that we don't? Well, we've heard a lot of rumors of stimulus checks, and we're going to be seeing if they pass something like that, as stimulus checks is by far the most popular provision amongst American people, and we've heard it's been the #1 stimulus provision that has helped fight poverty at this time. Are they planning to pass more checks right before elections to get people on board and to help out with everything going on? Now, in addition to that, we've heard of 2 different proposals coming out just in the past week, one for $1,000 and one for $600. And if you missed that video, check it out as I cover all the details for you, and you can hear directly from Hakeem Jeffries saying he's confident Biden and his administration are going to step up and they're going to get things done. So you guys, let's get you caught up on the latest though as to what they're saying. I've got video footage on gas and what's going on with our economy and potential stimulus. So let's dive right in. But before we do, also wanted to mention, consider joining the second channel, Steve Ram Finance, to learn about growing wealth and personal finance. If you're interested, I will pin a comment down below. You can click the link. Go turn on notifications when you subscribe to that channel to get caught up on more financial news to help out you and your family. But if you appreciate the updates here on this channel, don't forget to take a quick second to smash the like button for me. I'll keep you up to speed on everything going on. And if you want to stay up to speed on everything going on, don't forget, if this is your first time here, it just takes a second and it's totally free to stay up to date. All you got to do is hit the subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. You can come join the Ram fam. And if you got any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. Best way to get a hold of me by far. But with that being said, you guys, let's dive into the video footage and get you caught up on the latest as to what they're saying about gas prices soaring, not coming down, and more aid that might be needed here very soon. Let's go ahead and dive right in.
And for more on this, we have a Democratic Congressman from Pennsylvania, a member of the House Appropriations Committee, Matt Cartwright. Congressman, thank you for taking time on Saturday. Let's start where Marianne Rafferty left off with these soaring gas prices. Now, I want to play for you. We heard from members of the Senate, along with the spokeswoman now at the White House, talking about why these gas prices are so high. Take a listen. I want to get your reaction.
As the president has said, President Putin's actions are what is driving the price increase at the pump. The president is focused on doing everything in his power to address the Putin price hike.
You can thank the activity of Vladimir Putin for invading Ukraine and pulling essentially those barrels.
With all due respect, Madam Secretary, that's utter nonsense.
Congressman, I want to get your reaction. Do you believe that it is Vladimir Putin's fault for these gas prices, or is there more at play here?
Well, Griffin, I said it's nice to be with you. And yeah, we need to be talking about inflation. It's something that as Americans, we are all suffering from. Here in northeastern Pennsylvania, it's not quite to $6. It's upper fours, like $4.70 I just saw on the way down here to the studio. But, you know, it's like anything else. To fix on one thing is probably a mistake. There's usually a range of reasons why things happen. You know, we have coming out of a pandemic. You know, I just came from the funeral service for a dear friend of mine who died at 102. He served in Australia and New Guinea in the Army Air Corps in World War II. And the reason I mention that is after World War II, we had this horrible supply chain interruption. And what did it lead to, Griff? Inflation. We struggled with inflation for a very long time after World War II. That's one factor. Certainly, Putin, you know, cutting off the Russian oil and gas. You know, people agreed that that's something that we had to suck it up. We had to do that. To stick up for Ukraine, and let's all pray for Ukraine, of course. And of course, the other thing is there's a lot of price gouging going on, Griff. I mean, in the first quarter of this year, the top 4 oil and gas companies made record profits or 10-year record profits. We're talking about the top 4 was $27 billion in profits. Mm-hmm. They are lining their pockets right now. It's all of those things, and we need to address all of them one at a time.
Well, I guess, Congressman, my question to you is, because you've got a primary, both parties, happening there in your state this past week. The Republican primary is still going on there, too close to call. But this message coming from the administration and Democrats like yourself are saying that it's this three-headed boogeyman, COVID, Putin, and greedy corporations that cause these gas prices. But there's indications that voters are just not buying that. Do you believe Pennsylvania voters are on board with that? Or do they also think that the policies of this administration are leading to these high gas prices and at worst not helping to solve the problem?
Well, I think the key, Griff, is we need to talk about it and we need to tell voters the truth. And the truth is, all of the inflation that we're seeing, you know, we're talking about better than 8% inflation, which is a lot across all of the consumer goods. But when you talk about fuel prices, it's over 30%, up to 32% inflation in fuel prices. So you think about it, it's not just the horrible experience you have of filling up your gas tank and looking at the astronomical price you have to pay for it, but it's everything else that you buy in consumer goods that have to be shipped, have to be transported, have to be manufactured by people who have to drive to work. The fuel prices at 30% inflation is just commanding the inflation across the board, and that's why I was proud to vote for the consumer price fuel anti-gouging legislation that we did this week in the Congress. It gives the FTC the power to investigate and to fine fuel companies that are overcharging and profiteering and gouging the American consumer.
So there you have it, you guys. Now we're going to be seeing how they're going to be responding to all of this that's going on, as we're hearing that these prices, these high prices, are not going to be coming down anytime soon. They are here to stay. And I will keep you up to date here on the channel as we are hearing reports that Democrats are saying they're confident now that they're going to be winning We will see you guys. I will keep you up to date. And as always, thank you so much for joining me. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Helps me out a ton. Thank you so much. Leave your comments, share this out. If this is your first time here and you want to stay up to date, totally free, all you got to do is smash that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. If you got any specific questions, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3, and consider joining the second channel, Steve Ram Finance, to learn about growing wealth and personal finance. But with that being said, you guys, once again, thank you so much for joining me, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.